Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis. Own the 2025-26 Grizzly season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by OrthoSouth, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
What's up, y'all? Welcome into the Gary Parrish Show here from the Built Ford Tough studio, right next to FedEx Forum. I'm Lane Whitaker. Alongside, he's back, Big Bad Bennett Doyle. Welcome back.
It's good to be back. I had to be here for the final GP show of 2025.
Yeah.
We will have programming tomorrow, but it's our holiday special spectacular.
Spectaculars, yeah.
Yes. So, but this is the final GP show.
Yeah, it is.
And so I felt like it was my obligation to be here.
Even if GP's not here.
Even if GP's not. That's correct.
Yeah. So I'm here. Bennett's here. And it's a game day for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes,
home
it is.
tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers, live on national television. How about that?
We're everywhere. Peacock, NBC. You can't miss us tonight.
On the NBC, on the Cock, you can find it anywhere. You got the
Wow.
Grizzlies tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. We don't know if Joel Embiid is playing. He's day-to-day with an ankle problem. But Tyrese Maxey is playing, and that dude's averaging 30-something points a game.
It's pretty good.
He's been awesome. So the Grizzlies tonight. Look, this is the last GP show of the year, right? So we've got a whole thing set here of our best ofs for the year.
Yes, and it's not like, I don't think it's your typical best of list. Like some of these are very random categories, but we
it's things we thought of at 7:45 this morning.
I think we curated a pretty good best of the year list, with an hour to work with. Yes.
Yeah, we got 5 things to get to. Hey, how about my Atlanta Falcons? If you were watching the show yesterday, I told you they were going to win that game last night. And they won that game last night, beat the LA Rams, and ended up being closer than it probably should have been because that's the Falcons. Falcons got the win. You got to see Bijan Robinson do Bijan Robinson things. That was a lot of fun. Other stuff to get to. We got some NFL playoff notes. We're trying to figure out what all these games mean next week because there's a lot of permutations and variables involved in all that.
Yeah, another thing that we were trying to do like 5 minutes before we went on air is figure out the NFL playoff scenarios.
Nobody knows.
It's
John Roser knows them.
He tried to help us, but I still think we might be a little confused here. We'll figure it out.
We'll try to figure that out as we go. We got some NBA news and notes. A big injury last night. We don't know the extent of that in the NBA that could affect some things down the road there. We're going to talk about Stranger Things. Bennett has some thoughts. I have some thoughts. So we'll talk Stranger Things. But we got a lot of stuff to get to. But we're going to start with, look, tomorrow's New Year's Eve. We're going to make our resolutions. This is when you make your resolutions, things you want to change, things you want to do better. So we have come up with a couple of New Year's resolutions for our Memphis Grizzlies. Things we'd like to see them work on, dedicate themselves to, make some adjustments to going into the 2026 year. So I'll start. My Grizzlies New Year's resolution number 1, let's take care of the ball. And like this has been an ongoing thing now for a couple seasons. Turnovers. And actually the Grizzlies are a little better this year than last year. This year we're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in turnovers per game. What's funny is the best teams in the NBA in terms of turnovers, the Boston Celtics, Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, New York Knicks. 4 of the best teams in the NBA. Yeah. The Grizzlies are currently 17th, so right around the middle of the pack, and 15 turnovers a game. But I think a lot of that also has to do with Ja being out, because that's your point guard. And you need like somebody to run the offense, to get the ball up the court, to get you into the offense. When you have guys like Vince or Cam who are playing point guard who aren't real point guards, it's a little trickier for them. So Ja gets back, that helps. But I would just like to see the Grizzlies, like I wrote in my notes the other night, I was watching the game, they turned the ball over a couple times, and I wrote, take care of the ball. Maturity was the thing I wrote. Sometimes it just looks like there's like a lack, like it's just like, hey, let's just play and have fun. Like you got to be intentional with what you're doing with the ball, taking care of the ball, taking care of the offense, running things. And I would like to see the Grizzlies dedicate themselves to that in 2026. That's my first resolution for the Grizzlies.
Okay, so my first Grizzlies resolution is get out of 9-10 by February. Get out of the 9-10 seed by February. Right now, they were sitting comfortably in 9. I wouldn't say it's comfortable anymore. Portland's a game and a half behind you. I think you can stay ahead of Portland. But right now they're sitting in 9. We'll say solidly in 9, and the Warriors are 1.5 games up on them at 17 and 16. I'd like to get into that 7-8 by February, because January, even though we know that the January schedule is hard, you have way more home games in January than you do in February. I think you only have 4 home games in the whole month of February. So,
but there's also that long break where they're in Europe at some point in that.
Right, and so you would hope that that's like, that gives guys times to heal, like days off. We'll see how the European games go, which I'm really interested to see. Like that point in the schedule is just going to be really interesting and telling, I think. But with all the home games that you have in the month of January, even though there's a lot of like good teams that are coming in this building, you want to try to get out of that 9-10, because me and GP talked about this, and I don't want to be like, what's going to happen, but like if we end up as the 8th seed in the Western Conference, you're playing Oklahoma City in the first round. I know we've got a long way to go, but they're going to be the 1 seed. I know that they've shown signs of being human as of late, but they're probably going to be the 1 seed. I think we can safely assume that. And so my biggest thing for the rest of this season is avoiding that scenario again. I don't want to see it again. We saw it last season. I don't want to see it in the first round. I want a different opponent. Obviously, we've got to get in the playoffs, but we're there right now, or at least we're in position to get there right now. So get up to 7-8. Make it more likely that you can, punch your ticket into the playoffs and avoid the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I forgot last year the Grizzlies, they had that run in January. It was January 15th through January 25th. They went 7-0. They had like a 7-game win streak, lost 1 game, and then won 4 more. So they had they won 11 out of 12 last year in January. A big part of that is going to have to be getting guys back and healthy. Like maybe Zach Edey comes back around then. Maybe Ty Jerome is back by then. It's kind of weird to say Ty Jerome back because we haven't really seen him with this team. But getting guys healthy, getting that full complement of players. And then I think even with this team now, we saw them, it took them a month or so. And as Coach Islo has said, the recent run where they've won some games has been guys understanding their roles, fitting into those roles, and kind of just doing what they do. So I once they get into that, it's going to happen again once guys get back, right? Because like Edie's going to take minutes from somebody. Ty Jerome's going to take minutes. Rotations will change. And roles will change. Like Cam Spencer might not have to play point guard as much anymore. Vince Williams, we've seen him when he's the point guard, he's awesome. When he's asked to play off the ball, he's struggled. He hasn't been as good. So they're going to have to figure all that stuff out once everyone gets back. My other resolution for we each did too. My other resolution for the Grizzlies for this year, and this is not really this is out of their control. I just want to see us get healthy and stay healthy.
God.
And I don't know how that happens.
It's a big ass.
It is. Like apparently like there's nothing that works. I burned sage in the other studio last year. Didn't help.
Didn't help. No.
Did a prayer. That didn't help.
No.
I don't know how we fix it.
No. I wasn't here yesterday, so I'd actually scheduled that day off on purpose just because I wanted to avoid having to come in here and talk about losing 2 games to the Wizards this season. The thing about that Wizards loss, man, is it's just, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but like in, clutch moments of the game, you're running out lineups with Christian Coloco, Omax, and Gigi. And I'm not like, listen, all those guys have been productive in their own right this season. I'm just saying, like, that was not the plan coming into this season at all, right? And so the fact that you're doing that in an NBA game, down the stretch of the fourth quarter, it just shows how injured they are.
The Wizards also like had I said it on the show yesterday. They had some unks. Like
they did have Middleton,
CJ McCollum and Middleton.
Grizz killer CJ McCollum.
And those two guys are like, 1,000 years old, but they can get to their spots, they can get their shot off. And so the Wizards, like, they had consistent offense down the stretch, and the Grizzlies didn't. Like, because you're relying on Christian Coloco, who doesn't even know the plays, to like be out there doing big things.
Right. There was that moment in the game where was it Ja was trying to feed him the ball.
Yeah.
And he turns it over, and Ja immediately points to the bench. He's like, get Jaren back in the game, please. It's just because he needs someone out there that knows.
I said this yesterday. I love Coloco because, like, he doesn't want to shoot threes. All he wants to do is set a screen and roll.
Right.
That's all he wants to do. And he's actually a good fit for Ja because he can catch. We've had so many big guys the last 5 years where the worst place you can pass them the ball is to hit them in the hands. They can't catch. Yeah. We've had our turn with Biyombo. We've had our turn with Charles Bassey, these other guys. Coloco can catch the ball, although he did miss a dunk yesterday. But he's actually good at, like, rolling and catching. There was one play yesterday in the Wizards game on Sunday where Coloco caught the ball at the free throw line, and he looked like he was terrified. He caught that ball at the free throw line, spun around, didn't know what to do, threw it out to John, ran over and set a screen. So I like that about Coloco. But I get your point. Like, Coloco is not Zach Edey, or somebody who's comfortable with the ball, who wants to get the ball in the post and go to work like Jaren does. So, like, it's this lineup we're running out there because of injuries is not the lineup that you had planned at the start of the season. And I don't know how you fix the injury thing. Like, my gut is telling me I hope it's just bad luck. Like, at some point, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, and I, like, when I talk to people about this too, I mean, listen, go look at like the NBA headlines right now at ESPN.com. It's all injury news, right? Like, it's all injury. So it's a problem in the league right now, but it's obviously worse here than anywhere else. I mean, it's just not even comparable, right? But it is a problem. It's not just us, but
it is weird that so many guys have calf injuries now.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that yesterday. Do you think it's like, previously, those were like, they would say, oh, someone has a sprained ankle, and now they're just terming it a calf injury? Like, is it just terminology, or is it like more guys hurting their calves just randomly? Either way, I think the Grizzlies thing is just kind of luck and timing, and at some point, those injuries, maybe we stop having everyone hurt all the time. Although I think it's also like Grizzlies fans, we don't realize, like, every team has players hurt all the time. Chris Middleton had been out for the Wizards until he came back against us. Embiid's out all the time.
That's right.
All these teams have players that are hurt all the time. It's just like with us, I don't know, maybe it just hits us closer to home or something.
And it also just feels like every time someone comes back, someone goes out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, they do. That's what happens.
They do. Like, it's like you get somebody back, somebody else gets hurt. So it's just been rough.
I can tell you this, like the teams that don't have injuries are the teams that do the best. And like 2 years ago when Mike Brown was the coach of the year, I thought, well, like, why is he the coach of the year? And you looked, they were the best team in the NBA in terms of games not lost to injury.
Yeah.
Like they had their team, they had their lineups. Those are the teams that do well. Look at like the Thunder last year in the playoffs. Like, yes, they were awesome. They also had their whole team. Like, like they didn't miss any guys. The Pacers were great until Halliburton got hurt. So yeah, we'll see if the injury thing straightens itself out. I don't know what else you can do.
Right.
Like, just hope it gets better.
And then my second Grizz resolution for the new year is grab more rebounds. We need more rebounds.
Yeah.
And that's also kind of relates to the injury thing, because hopefully we'll get more guys back that can help with that. And hopefully tonight, Jock Landale is questionable in the game tonight against the Sixers. So you would hope you can get him back and get one of those, guys on the team that can rebound. I'm looking at the injury report right now. KCP is going to be out tonight with right hamstring soreness. So that injury obviously was, we when he didn't come back in the second half of the Wizards game, it was in street clothes. I was like, oh man, so that sucks. He's out tonight, not questionable. A lot of the rebounding thing too, though, like that Wizards game is like our wings weren't grabbing boards, right?
And the Wizards' wings were grabbing boards. And a lot of times you watch, like Jock Landale, when he gets rebounds, or Santi does it too, they don't really go for the rebound. They're boxing guys out and letting the ball drop to a wing or to somebody else. And so it's like a team rebounding thing. They call it tagging. Like you tag your guy and someone else grabs the board. So I would love to see if they can, like you said, though, rebounding. It's just like it's a thing. For this team. Yep,
for sure. So tonight, we'll see with Joel Embiid. I heard JB saying on her show today that the Grizzlies might actually want Joel Embiid to play in the game tonight just because it hasn't gone well they got guys back and it hasn't gone well. I believe they've lost 3 in a row. They got Paul George back. Joel Embiid's in that lineup. Tyrese Maxey's having another great year. VJ comes in running for probably Rookie of the Year. But it's been those two guys, the guards, that have kind of carried them to wins and not so much the veteran guys.
Yeah.
And now that those guys are back, they've, kind of hit a little bump. So I'm really interested to see this team tonight that we're playing against and what they look like. I mean, you still got like amazing players in that starting lineup for the Sixers.
Yeah. Oubre is also
we'll see.
injured. I don't know if he's back tonight. Yep. Trenton Watford's out for them. Did you watch the other night? This is I also host a Sneak Fest show, so I take a good interest in the shoes people wear. Did you see Joel Embiid play the other night with no socks?
No.
Yeah. Joel Embiid played a game the other night with no socks on.
Did he really?
I mean, there might have been no-show socks, like where you can't see anything. That man had bare ankles out there, which I don't remember the last time I saw an NBA player with no socks on during the game, unless it's like 2K.
It sounds extremely uncomfortable.
He does wear Skechers.
Oh yeah, he's a Skechers athlete,
Skechers
isn't
guy
he?
Too, yeah. So,
nice. Okay, so before we get to our best of list in the next segment, also got to point out that tonight is the first 5,000. I don't know. You just get here early for the game tonight. Get one of these cool bad boys right here.
Yeah.
The lunchbox. Got call 12 on one. I didn't. So at first I thought it was 2 different lunchboxes. No, it's the same lunchbox. Yeah. So you got call 12 on one side. It's got like the Batman signal, and then on the other side, the Black Panther. That's awesome.
That's also a good lunchbox if you're trying to.
It's kind of cool. It's got like. Go ahead.
Trying to exercise.
First 3,000 fans. Yeah.
Thanks, Kyra. If you're trying to exercise portion control, like I am, it's a good lunchbox because it's pretty small.
I love these. This is one of my favorite giveaways that we do because as a collector and a collector of like trinkets, it's it's cool to have like little like old school lunchbox. Careful. Be careful. And that's not what this is used for. No, so first 3,000 fans tonight get the lunchbox. They're pretty cool.
You could keep it on it should go on the wall back here somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep this one for myself. But if y'all got another one that you want to put up on the display, or I've got GP's here, I'll just put his up there. He's not here.
He doesn't even know. Yeah.
He will have no idea, so it's okay. All right, you want to get back into our resolution?
Yeah, let's take a break, and we're gonna take a break. So, by the way, also tonight pregame, the game's only on Peacock, so it's not on FanDuel Sports Network or NBC. But if you want your favorite Grizzlies broadcasters, tune in to the warm-up show, 6:00 on Grind City Media. Pete Pranica is going to join me on there tonight.
Nice.
Because he's got the night off from FanDuel. So Pete's going to join us along with John Roser. and Jessica Benson to preview the game. We'll be live on Grind City Media at 6 o'clock, and then the game's at 7 o'clock nationally on NBC.
And then double post after the game.
Double post after
the game. We'll take
Bennett,
your calls,
Jessica.
reactions, all that good stuff. Me, JB, and Roser. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. I'll call in and give them a hard time too.
Good.
All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and Bennett and I have our best of 2025 lists ready to go. You're watching the Gary Parrish Show on Grind City Media.
The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on. So join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dome Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the Green Onions by mistake and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Gary Parrish Show here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker alongside Bennett Doyle. Kyra's with us too. And it's time for the 2025 Best of list, our spectacular look back at everything that moved us and inspired us and made us feel great about 2025 as we turn the page to 2026. So, Bennett, let's start.
Okay, let me.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let me do the. Okay, so I think we need to do the sports stuff first because we do.
We have a long list.
We are disguised as a sports show, so we will do sports first.
Yeah.
And we'll start with our best local sports moment of 2025.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
This was a tough one. It was sort of bleak.
I have two okay ones.
All right, yeah. Mine's a very specific moment.
Yeah.
It's the first half of Game 3 of the Grizzlies and the Thunder.
That was when Ja
first round
went
of the
big.
playoffs.
That was when Ja went big and had them figured out.
So Game 1, the Grizzlies lost by 51 points in OKC.
I don't remember that.
131 to 80.
Yeah.
Game 2, a little better, 118 to 99. And then Game 3, they come back here to FedEx Forum.
Yep.
And the Grizzlies put the smackdown on the Thunder in the first half. And everybody's like, and Ja had said, we feel like we got them figured out. We just got to get there.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies looked awesome in the first half of the game. The crowd was rocking. Everybody was into it.
And then Lou
right
Dort
before
happened.
halftime, Ja gets taken out by Lou Dort. And at the time, I was kind of like, you know what? Let's give Lou Dort the benefit of the doubt. And now I don't feel like that anymore after seeing the highlight videos of Lou Dort just tackling players all over the league. Ja got taken out by Lou Dort. The Grizzlies were winning 77-51 at halftime. Third quarter, the Thunder won 36-18. Fourth quarter, the Thunder won 27-13. Thunder won the game 114-108. And then game 4, the Grizzlies lost. It ended up being 117-115. Played a lot better those last 2 games. But that first half of that third game was awesome. It was so much fun to be here until Ja got hurt.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
What are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with. I had 2 that there was 3 that I was deciding between. Okay, if I may disclose them, there was 3 that I was. The first one was just the Memphis women's soccer season. They had that great run, and obviously, they lost in the tournament, but they had a really great year, and people were like really getting behind that team. They were getting the big crowds like there at the end of the season. So that was fun. We had Brooks in studio a couple times. So that was a fun ride. The Memphis men's basketball team on the conference tournament run was pretty good. To punch they were going to get in the NCAA tournament anyways, but go
Dane
on that
Danger
run.
was cooking.
Dane Danger was awesome. It still sucks that the NCAA screwed the Tigers and they couldn't get a waiver to bring him back, but that's a discussion for another day. But I'll go with my best local sports moment. Listen, I know the season did not end the way anybody wanted to. In fact, it ended pretty badly, but that moment when they beat Arkansas on national TV, the Memphis football team, that was a fun day. Yeah. It was a great game. It was a comeback victory for the Tigers. And that's when we really started discussing, what this team could do. It's when they started popping up in, playoff college football, playoff bracket shows. The buzz was there. And then that kind of really kickstarted all of it, was that win over Arkansas. And so, yeah, the season didn't end the way people wanted to, but I thought that was an awesome moment. Probably my favorite sports moment of 2025 for the local teams.
Do you think that's when Arkansas got the thought of, maybe we should call Ryan Silverfield?
Oh, I think without question. Yes.
So it was not only the best moment, but it was start of the downfall of one of the worst moments when the coach leaves.
You will never be able to convince me that he was not on their radar after that. He absolutely was. He probably was before then too. Yeah.
But that game,
that did
moved him up the list a little bit. Yeah.
Absolutely did. Okay, let's go to knock out these sports ones. Let's go with the best game of 2025.
All right. You want me to go first?
Yeah,
I'm going to go with, we talked about a lot of different sports and thoughts and different things. I'm going to go with the Knicks-Pacers game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, which was the game where Tyrese Halliburton hit that 3 to send it to overtime. Pacers got the win, and it felt like from that moment on, Pacers won 138-135 in overtime. It felt like from that moment on, the Pacers were sort of like Destiny's team until Halliburton got hurt. But that was such an awesome game, and you think there's no way the Pacers are going to tie this thing up, and Halliburton hits that shot, and it flies up in the air, and then he goes over and does the Reggie Miller to Spike Lee and everything. It was a great thing all the way around. So I'll go with game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks-Pacers, and the Pacers got the win.
It's sad what's happened to the Pacers, man.
I know.
It's a bummer. I mean, you're right
Injuries.
there. You're in game 7. You got a chance to win. Injuries. That's right.
Injuries.
Got a chance
Injuries
to win
suck.
the championship, and your best player tears his Achilles. That sucks. I'm going to go with game 3 of the World Series. Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 6-5 in 18 innings. It's, I believe, longest World Series game ever.
It was unbelievable.
It was just great. I know that, baseball, it's hard to sit here and just do long form baseball segments, but we like to talk a little baseball because me and GP really dig it. I know
baseball.
you do too.
Yeah.
But that game was awesome. Even if you're not a baseball fan, how could you not just watch that and be I mean, every single pitch, every single at bat, it was just. And to go that long, and you're just hanging on to every single one of them,
you kept waiting for
it was
one
super
of those.
captivating.
They get deeper and deeper in the bullpen, and you're like, one of these guys is gonna blow it, right? Because the deeper you get in the bullpen, the worse your pitchers are.
Right.
And they kept bringing in different guys, and they all just kept mowing guys down. And then somebody would get on base, and they'd make a double play or something would happen. That was such a crazy game. And playoff baseball is so much fun too, because there's a different level of tension.
Yes.
than there is during the regular season, especially in the World Series. And like that was an amazing game.
Yep.
That was a great game.
All right, rounding out the sports ones, best athlete of 2025.
I don't like this guy.
You just copied Time Magazine's.
Yeah. I don't like this guy, but I'm picking Shohei Ohtani because he was his 4th career MVP award. He won the MVP unanimously. He's the best hitter and the best pitcher on the best team in baseball. And it's unprecedented. I think he probably should get in trouble for gambling, although he has not gotten in trouble. His translator's in jail for it. Apparently, Shohei had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Cool. On the field, he's unbelievable, and I've never quite seen anything like that. Like, I grew up in Atlanta with Deion Sanders, was on the Falcons and the Braves, so it was like a 2-sport athlete. Ohtani's almost the same thing. He's on the same team, but he does 2 completely different things and is elite at both of those things. So I'll go Shohei Ohtani for my athlete of the year. Won the World Series again. Who you got?
Okay, so as far as like accomplishments, I mean, you can't go wrong with what Asia Wilson did this, and she
Time Magazine. You're copying Time Magazine.
I'm not going to. I'm going to go a little off the beaten path here because this isn't as much about accomplishments as it is how much this guy was in the news last season. And I'm going to go with Luka.
Oh.
Because if you remember, that trade happened in February, right? So it happened early 2025.
For that case, you might as well go with Nico Harrison.
Right. I mean, I thought
I go with who was in the news the most.
I could have gone Saquon too. I think I
Saquon
could have
had
gone
a heck of a year.
Saquon. He had an awesome year, and they won
Although,
the Super Bowl.
To be fair, most of his year last year was 2024.
That's right. So that's why I didn't go that. But I just, the Luka trade, I mean, it kind of transcended sports a little bit because obviously he goes to the Lakers. It's the Lakers. Everybody pays attention to what's going on there. And the fact that the trade happens in February. And so you're just discussing it like throughout the rest of last season, all in the off season. It's still top of mind. Like they've been playing well with him and like, what are they going to look like post LeBron? It's just, I feel like he was one of the most newsy athletes of 2025.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And it was really nothing he did, right? I mean, Luka just played his game. He was kind of in the middle of this whole situation and got moved, and that made him a newsmaker.
Yeah, so that's what I'll go. All right, let's move on to some different categories. How about...
To the world of entertainment?
Yeah, the world of entertainment. Let's go with best TV shows of 2025, our favorite TV shows of 2025.
All right. One of mine is going to be something we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
And it might be controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Stranger Things as one of, not my favorite show though. It's in my discussion.
It's in your discussion. Okay. Honorable mention.
Are we only doing new shows or just things we watch?
You can do whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah.
My son and I have been working our way through The Office.
That's cool.
We're on season 6 now.
Yep.
So we've watched hundreds of episodes.
Season 6.
We just watched Scott's Tots the other night.
Oh, the most cringe episode of the whole series.
Last night we watched the one before they get bought by Sabre.
In a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've watched a lot of The Office. That show's great.
I watch the Christmas specials every year. Yeah.
But the show that I really enjoyed this year that I kind of didn't know anything about was this show I've mentioned on here before. The show on Netflix called Boots. And it's about Vera Farmiga is in it. She's probably the most famous actress. It's about a kid who, it's set in the 80s, a true story about a kid who joins the Marines. And it's kind of got some Full Metal Jacket-ish stuff, like what it's like to go through boot camp. The kind of crux of the story is the kid is gay and it's before Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And so he's kind of struggling with all that. But one of the guys who does security at FedEx Forum, who I see every game, I was talking to him, older guy, and he was a Marine. And he was like, by the way, have you seen that show Boots on Netflix? And I was like, yeah, actually I have. What did you think about it? He goes, it's unbelievable. It's exactly what it's like to go through like basic training in the Marine. So
that's cool.
Show Boots on Netflix. Check it out.
All right, right on. I'm going to go with The Studio that was on Apple TV. I
have thoughts.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't make it through it.
I loved it. It took me a while to get to it, and GP was like, "Dude, you got to watch this show." Like
the gimmick of it was a little much for me. Like it's all one shot and everything.
That's for one episode.
Was it? I thought it was more.
I know.
I think they're all like that.
The one episode that's super famous for it, which he's on
the car,
and he's on the set of that movie,
yeah.
But I just thought Seth Rogen was great in it. I think the cast is really good. I just love the whole is a movie guy, like the behind the scenes Hollywood stuff. I think that, like, obviously it's a comedy and a lot of stuff's exaggerated, but seeing interviews and things like that from people being like, oh yeah, they were pretty spot on with that. Their idea of what Hollywood is like, that's pretty accurate. And so I thought it was really good. The party episode when they all accidentally take shrooms, like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
With Zoe Kravitz. It's just it's a really good show. Obviously the episode with Martin Scorsese is amazing. I highly recommend The Studio.
By the way,
I think it should win the Golden Globe this
someone
year.
in the chat just let me know that show Boots got canceled this week after one season on Netflix. So anyway, the one season was great.
Yeah. Okay,
what do you want to do?
Speaking of Hollywood, let's go to movies. Our best movies of 2025. Now, this has to be new. This has to be a movie that came out in 2025.
Mine's not new.
It's not. Okay.
I watched 3 movies I have 3 movies that I really enjoed.
Okay.
That are on my list. Sinners.
That came out in 2025. That counts.
I know. It's not my number 1 though.
Okay.
These are movies that I saw like in theater and enjoyed.
I got you.
All right?
Okay.
Sinners. Well, I guess they're not all. F1 I saw. I like that movie. That was fun.
That was 2025.
I just watched this on TV the other night, but it's a new movie. Knives Out, the new one.
Yeah. The Wake
Ryan
Up Dead
Johnson
Man.
directed. Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good.
I love the other 2.
This one's great. It's the guy who I didn't know the main guy, Josh O'Connor. He hosted SNL the other night.
Yeah, he was in The Crown. He was in He played
British
Prince
guy.
Philip in The Crown.
But the rest of the Knives Out cast is awesome. It's Josh Brolin.
Yep.
Glenn Close.
Daniel Craig
is Benoit Blanc. Or whatever. It's a great movie. Anyway, that one. But my favorite movie-going experience of 2025, Bennett, was this summer. I was in Las Vegas and I went to the Sphere.
Oh, this counts.
I saw The Wizard of Oz in the Sphere. And it's an old movie.
Yeah, but
it's a kind of a new version of it. Like it's maybe 20% of it is the old movie and the rest of that giant screen is like all AI and weird. And there's wind blowing and there's monkeys flying around in there and leaves and like it was incredible.
Everyone says that the tornado scene is like one of the coolest parts.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
super loud, like the seats rattle.
Yeah.
And like the weird part about the Sphere is like you don't really realize it until you're in there. Like, it's only one side of seats, right? One side's a screen, one side seat. That side is like so vertical. Like when I was walking across to my seat, I thought I was like, if you're at a concert, there's no way you could stand up and dance because you would tumble down these seats. So you're already like real vertical and real high up. But then when the movie starts, the music is really loud. The screen is the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life. Yep. I can't imagine going to see like the Grateful Dead there and being on shrooms or something or acid, like just
one of my dreams.
Any show like that.
Not being on shrooms, but going to see them at the Sphere.
Acid.
Yeah.
But any of those shows you would go to, like I saw who was it? Seth Rogen was on some radio show and he said he went to see Grateful Dead there.
Dead and Company.
And took something. And he said, he goes, you know what? They understood the assignment. You get in there, that screen was the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz was incredible.
I think they're going to do it again at some point.
The Dead?
Yeah, I think they're going to do it again.
Well, it's also like really expensive. Like the Wizard of Oz we went to was like $100 a ticket or more.
You ain't got to tell me.
150?
I looked at tickets for Dead and Company, and I mean, I've looked at like the worst seats in the house, and it was like almost $400 a ticket.
I looked at while we were there, the Eagles played there.
Yeah.
I'm not even really an Eagles fan, but I thought, that'd be cool. You go see Don Henley and some Hall of Famers.
One of the worst concerts I've ever seen, but go ahead.
$1,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go.
But I want to see it someday.
You're a real movie guy. So what was your pick?
Yeah, I mean, I liked. I've got. I haven't seen F1. I want to check that out. I've got Sinners on there as honorable mention. I got a couple honorable mentions, but as far as like my favorite movie of the year, and listen, I mean, this isn't going to be any surprise to anyone, but I thought it was One Battle After Another. I thought that movie was so good. It was one of the best movie theater experiences I've had in forever. It's intense the whole time. You're on the edge of your seat. You laugh, you cry. Like it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Leo's great in that movie.
It's on streaming
Taylor's
now,
great.
right?
I'm trying to think of the. It's on
Peacock or something.
I believe it's on HBO Max. Yeah,
HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max. And it was just it was It was a great movie, man. Paul Thomas
You're
Anderson.
a PTA guy? Like,
I am a PTA guy. Yeah, I think it's probably his best movie. And I haven't watched it on HBO Max yet because I'm waiting on my physical copy to come in the mail. But I've already seen it, so it's all good. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You need to check that one out.
Is it okay if I don't see it in the theater?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, all right.
It's too late now.
I'll stream it.
It's too late
some
now.
point.
Okay, next category. Let's go to best concert. Kyra, I sent you a video. I don't know if you have it. If you don't worry about it. Okay, so best concert. We kind of just put all these together.
Yeah.
It was best concert song,
Best music
album,
experience.
just
How
best
about that?
music experience of 2025. You want to go first?
You can go.
Okay, mine was easy. Mine was when we went to Colorado Springs this summer. And saw King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard at the Ford Amphitheater, the brand new Ford Amphitheater.
Look at that.
And it was just an amazing experience. We met up with our friends.
I can smell the weed from here.
My good friend Chris, his girlfriend is there. She works with them, and so we got to have like the full experience, and it was just really cool, man. We had a blast. They're one of my favorite bands. They put out a new album this year, Phantom Island. They recorded with an orchestra.
What are they
actually
called?
had
King Gizzard
and the Lizard Wizard.
Right.
Yes, and they had a live orchestra with them during
That's
this whole
awesome.
show, which was awesome. At that part, they had gone off stage for like a little break, and then they came back out. But it was really cool, and the new album's really good too. So that was my best musical experience of 2025. Yeah.
I've got two. I'm trying to decide in my head which one to go with. But you know what I'll go with? Let's keep it local here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in middle school, first concert I ever went to, my buddy Todd and I went. I can't believe our parents let us go by ourselves to downtown Atlanta. No phones, you couldn't track anybody. We took the subway to downtown Atlanta and we saw Run DMC, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and Public Enemy.
Damn.
In the Omni where the Atlanta Hawks played, and it was all together in this big. And EPMD was also there. JJ Fad, Supersonic, they were the opening act. We were kids.
Chuck D, notorious Grizzlies fan.
So I go to the concert, right, and it was unbelievable, and it was really that was the first concert I ever went to. Sort of formative for me too, like getting to hear all these bands live. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is incredible. Years later, I worked for the weekly newspaper in Atlanta, and I'm the music writer. Chuck D was living in Atlanta at the time, and so I got to know Chuck a little bit, and he was the most helpful person in the world. Like I would be like working on some music thing, and he was always like, look, he was like, email me, just hit me up if you have questions, whatever. So I got to have like a I wouldn't say friendship, but I got to know Chuck D a little bit, and we got to be cool. This year at the music festival, Public Enemy, one of the headliners,
Riverbeat,
Riverbeat. And my wife's like, why don't we go? And I was like, it's a night off from the Grizzlies. I'm tired. I don't want to go. She's like, let's go and let's take our son. So my son's first concert got to be Public Enemy.
That's not
Riverbeat. Bad. Got him the hoodie with the Public Enemy logo.
Yeah.
Stood up right up, and it's Riverbeat. You can just get as close to the stage as you want to. Got to go right up at the stage, stand there. She was like, do you want to go try and see Chuck? And I was like, no, they're busy, whatever. But we talked on Twitter, and I told him it meant a lot for me. It was cool because it was on the river, but it was also like my first concert was Public Enemy, and now my son's first concert will always be your first concert's always your first. His will always be Public Enemy.
That's pretty cool. And that's like you said, that's just a cool. Seeing a concert on the river is awesome.
It is awesome.
Bring back the Mud Island Amphitheater, man. That's one of the.
I heard
best,
there's only like one bathroom there.
It's you. Yeah, you better be ready to hold it the entire concert. But that is like one of the best venues in town. They gotta get that thing back up and running again. I've seen some great shows there. But Riverbeat's carrying the torch. Like they're doing it, and they'll have a big one again. Next year.
You know what was fun at the Riverbeat? Like I just, because you like see other bands because you cross in front of stages. And stuff.
Yeah. When you're walking from
they had a yacht rock show.
That's pretty cool.
And it was just like guys, I don't even know who they were, but they were playing like the biggest bangers of the 70s, like just hit after hit after hit. It was great.
Okay, next one on the list, best vacation.
Okay.
Mine's easy. We went to Colorado Springs and then we went to Hot Springs. So why did I go to only places?
Your big spring place.
Yeah, we took the fam to Hot Springs. We went and did the theme park Magic Springs. Like, got to ride some roller coasters with the kids or with Noah. It was awesome.
That's cool.
That's just a great place to go on a quick little family vacation too.
We
So
went-
much to do for the kids.
Mine would be Costa Rica, and I didn't know anything about.
God, man,
I didn't know anything
Way to
about
one
Costa
up me.
Rica.
I should have let you go first.
I went to Vegas too. That was a fun family vacation. We went to Florida a little bit, but my wife is Cuban and she speaks Spanish, but not fluently. Like, she was born here, and
Yeah, I got you.
So her parents are Spanish. So she's always been really like intentional about trying to work on her Spanish and get better at it. So she went to Costa Rica with our son to do a week of like immersion classes, Spanish immersion classes. And then I flew down there and we spent a week doing like tourist stuff. I didn't really know anything about Costa Rica, and it's an unbelievable place. Like, we spent a couple days in the jungle, a couple days at the beach. Then there's mountains too, like, and you can do whitewater rafting and zip lining and all that kind of stuff. So I'll go Costa Rica.
Okay. The best thing that you ate this year?
Can I deal with something I cooked?
Yes, you can.
As the host of Cooking with Lang, a cooking
I was gonna say,
program on Grind City Media.
just get your plugs in now.
The best, I'll tell you the best, I wrote down the 3 best probably restaurants meals I had. In Vegas, went to Gordon Ramsay's place. It was really good. I kind of didn't want it to be. I wanted to hate on it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was good.
Yeah, of course.
It was really
good. Of course
good.
it was good.
In Costa Rica, we ate at some little shack on the beach, and I had snapper and like a coconut sauce.
Okay,
I
you showed me the
photo.
picture of that, and that looked incredible.
It was incredible. A wooden table, you know,
Yeah,
just like you're wearing a tank top. It was great. And then recently we had a friend in town on a Sunday afternoon, like 2 weeks ago. My wife was like, "Hey, meet us. We're going to grab lunch at the 4-Way."
I love the 4-Way.
It was so good.
It's so damn
I had
good.
the turkey and dressing
Yes.
and collards, and it was great.
The best meat and three in
on
downtown
Sunday,
Memphis.
On Sunday, they have the side of broccoli rice casserole. That was great.
CJ turned me onto that one. He
But-
took me down there a couple months back.
Best thing I ate this year was on Christmas Day. We had Christmas Day with some friends of ours. It's a big group of people. They were like, "Hey, we want you to cook. Let's all cook something fun, big. What do you want to do?" So I made beef Wellington, which I've never made before. It was so good. It was
What's beef
so good.
Wellington?
So it's like a filet mignon, a long tenderloin.
But you wrap
Big.
it in something.
You wrap it in a layer of mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I got from my plug here in Memphis some fresh made duck liver pate. I mixed that in with the mushrooms, wrapped it around
so
there.
on brand.
And then on top of that, you wrap it in pastry. So it's like a layer of bread.
That's what that is.
Mushroom,
Yeah.
and then
Gotcha.
the meat inside. And there's a layer of prosciutto in there too. It makes it salty.
Damn.
It was so
Sounds
good.
good.
It was
That
good.
sounds good. I don't have anything even
Come on,
close
what's
to that. I
yours?
should. I'm gonna give a shout out to my buddies over at Hard Times Deli.
They're amazing.
One of the best sandwich shops in Memphis, and every time we go, we get the chopped cheese or the buffalo chicken Caesar.
You know what's really good though?
Sandwich.
Have you ever had their salad? Like they make like a side salad. You know, it's great. The salad's really good. The sandwiches are amazing too.
Yeah.
I like the one that's like the roast, like an Arby's sandwich.
Yeah, I just love that I have like a new sandwich shop that's like right down here. That you know what I mean?
I wish the sandwiches weren't so big. The sandwiches, I mean, you get
Save half
they're
of it.
giant.
They're so good.
I know, but
Yeah.
like as I said, I have portion control. I try to eat like 3 bites, and it's so good. You can't eat like.
They also the thing that I like about it. I mean, it's like you said, they have salads too, but it's a straightforward sandwich shop.
Yeah.
Like you're going there to get a sandwich
Yes.
for the most part. But they also like the chips and the sides that
Yeah.
they have. It's all the weird stuff. Like they
Yeah.
got like the crab chips and the buffalo. Like it's all different stuff than you usually see. They have like the canned Gatorades,
Yeah.
which you never see anywhere. So yeah, I shout out to Hard Times.
Well, those
Deli.
guys are buddies with the guys at Kinfolk.
Yeah.
Which is moving over there across the street from Hard Times, from Mud Island. And Kinfolk is also, I don't know if you've ever been there for breakfast. It's awesome.
I
But
heard it's
they have like Yoo-hoo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The same kind of cool sides and things like that.
Okay, last couple here. Let's go. Well, no, we only have one left, and it is best holiday event. This is kind of more open-ended, but best holiday event of 2025.
Okay,
I got a couple of them.
I'll just tell you mine that I came up with. We always go to some parties and see people, all that
Yep.
stuff. This year, we went to a friend of ours helped to organize this thing downtown. We went to a charity fundraiser at the Orpheum, and they did a screening of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't
went
go,
to
but
it.
yeah.
Had never like just sat down and watched that movie for 2 hours. It's great.
Oh,
it was so good. Jimmy Stewart's
one of the
unbelievable.
best. Yeah.
You know, like you watch it for 2 hours. Great little movie. Not little, it's kind of long. And the woman in the movie is Donna Reed. She plays the love interest. Her daughter was there. And so
that's cool.
Her daughter came out before the movie, gave a little talk about it, about the filming of it, about her mom, et cetera. And then they showed the movie, and it was so good. And we actually took my son and a buddy of his and another kid from school was all there.
Yeah.
So 3 12-year-olds, and they sat there and watched the whole thing.
That's
like,
awesome.
I couldn't believe it. I thought I was like, they sat a couple rows in front of me. I had like a Hawkeye on them the whole time, just waiting for them to act up.
Yep.
They were into it. So
That's
what
awesome.
was yours?
A couple honorable mentions I want to give out before I get to like my favorite thing that we did, but these are all good. They could all be number one. Before a couple days before Christmas, me and Noah walked down when he was up here with me the other day. We walked down to the Peabody to see the tree and the big like gingerbread village that's sculpted like downtown Memphis, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's just the Peabody at Christmas time is really cool. It's just super decorated and getting a picture in front of that giant tree is cool. So that was good. Holiday Wonders at the Memphis Botanic Garden, super fun. There is and I believe I don't know if it's done yet. It might still be going on this week. I'm not 100% positive, but this year they had in the woods area. This was new. In the woods area of the Botanic Garden, they had like this like crazy like light show going on with Christmas music, and they had like these TVs stacked on top of each other that were.
I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, that were playing like the old like claymation Christmas classics, and so that was really neat. That's always a cool event. You know, just a Memphis tradition is the Enchanted Forest. Like that's amazing. We go do that every year. Get a picture with Santa. You got the same.
Do you do the drive through Shelby Farms?
Starry Nights. We didn't do it this year, but we do it. We do that. And that's still going on actually. I saw a bunch of cars lining up for it the other night. But like the Enchanted Forest, like they got the old animatronics in there from back when it was at Goldsmiths in the in the 50s. Like it's super nostalgic. They got all the different decorated trees that different businesses and stuff decorate and put in there. So love that. But I think the coolest thing we did this year, man, around the holidays, it also goes without saying, like my children's holiday program's just magical. Like, you know, you love all that, goes without saying. But the Lantern Festival at the Memphis Zoo. So typically the zoo does zoo lights every year around Christmas time. This year they did something different. I don't know if it's going to be an annual thing. I don't know if it was just for this year, but it's going on through February. So you can still check it out. It was so much better than I could have ever anticipated. Like this thing was so cool. It is basically it's these giant, you know, lanterns. You know, they've got sculpted like there's the one that everybody gets a picture of is like the bear with the bee on its nose, but you know, there's dragons and there's like, you know, bison roaming in the field and there's stuff everywhere.
You can see it on North Parkway. Like if you're driving there, like you can see it over the fence, but we didn't go. We actually tried to go one night and it was sold out.
And it was sold out the other night too. You got to get those tickets early. It's super popular, but it is so worth it. Like it is one of the coolest things I've done in, frankly, years in this city. Like I thought it was super well done. The coolest thing, if you can do it, is you know, they've got the zip line now at the zoo. Go do the zip line during the Lantern Festival because you're flying over and you can see down and see everything lit up below you.
That's cool.
Really awesome. That was really well done by the zoo. One of the coolest things we did this year.
All right. We'll check it. Well, that's our list of the best of 2025 for you and for me. Chat, let us know what we missed, what belongs on your list. We're going to take a break. We got 5 things to get to when we get back. You're watching the Gary Parrish Show on Grind City Media.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
It's gonna be food.
Support your Grizzlies by voting for them to the 2026 All-Star Game.
Oh, Edie with the big swat on the deck, floats it up, off the glass and in. Cedric Power, yes sir.
Vote now by going to Grizzlies.com/All-Star.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we're leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled. And OrthoSouth, they understand this better than anyone. Since injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. OrthoSouth, they welcome walk-ins during the weekdays, on evenings, and even on Saturdays. So the next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. You can just walk in, and OrthoSouth, they will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's OrthoSouth at orthosouth.org.
Welcome back to the Gary Parrish Show on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker alongside Bennett Doyle and Kyra Black. And it's time for our 5 more things.
Number 1.
CJ had some trouble with the numbers yesterday, Bennett.
We're gonna our New Year's resolution is to get this all fixed.
He did pretty well.
Yeah, it's not his fault. Trust me.
We got some stray number 1s and number 2s in there.
It's fine.
It worked out.
It's fine. It's the last week of the year. It doesn't matter.
All right, number 1. If you watched this show yesterday, I told you the Atlanta Falcons were going to beat the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Football. Nobody believed me, but I've been a Falcons fan my entire life. I know the pain they put us through. We're at the point in the season where the Falcons probably should lose games. However, we don't have a first-round pick next year.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
They traded it for James Pierce.
Oh.
Who has been good.
But still.
James Pierce has had a sack in 5 games in a row. Like, he's been great.
Yeah.
He might be NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Fair enough.
So, okay, first-round pick. If we did have a first-round pick, it'd be 10th overall. And so right now, and I saw that, and you know who has our first-round pick? The Rams.
Of course they do.
So they could be like a really good playoff team and have like a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
So Falcons don't really have any incentive to lose. And they came out and looked awesome last night against the Rams. Had a 21-0 lead. Ended up hanging on, getting the win. There was a catch at the end of the game that the Rams were coming back down the field trying to get in field goal range. No timeouts. Stafford missed one guy who was open down the field, their burner who busted free. And then Puka Nacua goes to the sideline and tries to make this grab as he's falling out of bounds.
Let's take a look at it. No, you don't have to play the audio, Kyra. Let's just take a look at it.
It was one of the more incredible,
we'll talk over it.
One of the more incredible almost catches, maybe of all time.
I don't know if it was an almost catch.
It wasn't a catch.
I mean, that obviously it doesn't look like a catch at all.
I thought it was a catch on that. I thought
it was a catch.
Just because I'm a Falcons fan, I know like the most painful things are going to happen to you.
I think we're about to get like the.
So this angle looks like it's a catch. Feet are down, and he only hits it with his left hand.
No problem with the feet.
Look at that. It's all
He's
left hand.
He's got it in the hand there. Yep.
Right hand never touches it. And then you think, Oh, that's a catch. And right there, I was like, oh, maybe it moved a little bit. It's hard to tell because his body twists in front of it.
Did they call it a catch on the field?
No,
they didn't.
They
See,
did not
that's
call
what
it a catch.
killed him. I honestly.
No, what killed him is there's another angle that'll take him a second to get to where the ball completely is out of his hands. As he spins over, the ball is totally loose. Maybe it's this angle. You can see like there's no part of his body touching the ball. Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a catch. I think that was D. Alford, the defensive back, or AJ Terrell, who like pulled his hand off the ball.
That just feels like one that you just got to give to him.
No.
He
didn't.
That is a spectacular play.
It's a spectacular play. It's not a catch though. He doesn't have the ball. How is that a catch?
It is crazy, like how
that's like saying the guy missed the field goal to the left, but we'll give it to him. He got it there.
It's wild how you get a handful of these, at least one every year, where it's like because they're in field goal range if they get that, like they're going to tie the game. Yeah,
it was right at the green line.
Right.
Although they might not tie because you know who their kicker is, Harrison Mevis, who missed a kick last week. The thicker kicker.
Oh yeah,
I was explaining to my son the thicker kicker nickname.
I still think they're really good. I mean, they're missing Devontae Adams. They're going to get him back for the playoffs. It seems like, they had Puka in check for most of that game, and then he kind of came alive there late in the fourth quarter.
It looked like the Rams were kind of just like sleepwalking through the first half.
But it's weird because they do have a lot to play for. I still think that they're one of the contenders. I didn't nothing from that last night made me. What I thought from that last night is, man, it would be nice if the Falcons could get something around B. John Robinson, like to be competitive next season.
Part of the problem is that they started Michael Penix for the first 2/3 of the season, thinking like, hey, this is a development,
right.
maybe he's good enough to get to the playoffs. It's the NFC South. But, this is our long-term guy. And then he tore his ACL or whatever it is for the 5th time in the last 5 years or whatever. And they put in Kirk Cousins, who is not great, but he's competent and he's good enough. Like if you played Kirk Cousins all year, I bet you they're in the playoffs. Because look right now, the Tampa Bay has lost 7 of their last 8 games, and they're going to be in the playoffs probably. I mean, it's either the Panthers. Bryce Young had 54 yards passing on Sunday. They might be in the playoffs. Like you could probably be good enough to be in the playoffs.
It is
if you had played Kirk Cousins all year.
If you're a Falcons fan, then you can totally talk yourself like next season, going into next season, you'll be able to talk yourself into anything because of that division, right? Like it's every year it seems Tampa's owned it recently, but again, you talk about how they've fallen off, and we'll see if we'll talk about playoff scenarios, but it seems like it's going to go back to being kind of more open. Where remember we were on that stretch where a different team won it every year. Yeah,
the Falcons, they do have a bunch of good young players, like Bijan, and then defensively, Pierce has been really good. Jalen Walker's been great. The other first round pick from Georgia. Terrell's a good cornerback. Jesse Bates has been a really good. They got good players on that defense and on the offense. You need like one more receiver maybe, but like and you got to figure out the quarterback thing.
Yeah,
because like they already wasted all that money on Cousins to be the backup. I mean, the whole plan, I think everyone has thought for the last 2 years, they'd get to next season, cut Cousins when the cap hit goes way down.
Yeah.
Now you might need him because, you think Penix is going to – I don't think Penix is going to be ready at the start of the season.
Right.
So, anyway, it was a big night. All right, number two.
Okay, let's try to talk through
this.
Okay, so we have it's a massive weekend in the NFL.
Yeah.
There is all kinds of different playoff scenarios. I believe I have them.
All right.
I believe I have the clinching scenarios, but the biggest games that we're going to be paying attention to are obviously Seattle and the Niners. That's the big one, right? And it's for the division. So whoever wins between
is it also for the 1 seed?
It's for the division and for the number 1 overall seed. If the Niners win, okay, let's see. My handwriting's bad.
That's not great.
Yeah. So if the Niners win, then the Rams will be the 6 seed and the Seahawks will be the 5 seed. Okay? If Seattle wins and the Rams beat the Cardinals next week, we would assume they would bounce back.
You'd assume they'd beat the Falcons. They didn't.
That's true. Then the Rams are the 5 and the Niners are the 6. Okay.
All right.
That's just for those specific teams. And the other big one is obviously the NFC South, which we just talked about. That division's up for grabs between the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right.
But the Panthers can still get in even if they lose the game because it'll be a 3-way tie between the
Falcons, Panthers, and
Bucks.
The Bucks, if they win and the Falcons lose or tie, the Bucks are in.
Mm-hmm.
If the Bucks win and the Falcons win, the Panthers are in.
If the Bucks win and the Falcons win, the Panthers
Falcons play the Saints. But if the Falcons win, they'll be 8-9. They'll be tied with the Buccaneers and the Panthers, and the tiebreaker would go to the Panthers somehow.
Yeah, how the Panthers can clinch the NFC South, win or Atlanta win, yes.
Or tie.
Yeah, win, tie, or Atlanta win versus New Orleans, which the Saints are. That's not a pushover game. The Saints have been playing well.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Shows that it looks
I
like
think
they
the
got a
Rams are
quarterback.
better than the Saints, and the Falcons beat them. For some reason, the Falcons are trying to win now. Like I kind of want them to lose, so Raheem Morris gets fired and Terry Fontenot gets fired. We can start over with Matt Ryan running the football operations. But anyway.
Also, you got the huge game between the Ravens and the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Ravens win, clinch the AFC North. Steelers win, clinch the AFC North. Win or tie, clinch the AFC North. The Patriots, they can clinch the 1 seed and home field advantage with a win and a Denver loss to the LA Chargers this weekend. For Denver, they have to win to get the 1 seed and home field advantage. They have to win or New England lose versus Miami. So it's kind of the same flip-flopped with those two teams. Houston and Jacksonville both fighting for the AFC South. The Texans can, if they win and the Jags lose to the Titans this weekend, they get the AFC South. If the Jags can actually clinch home field as well, but a lot's got to happen there. They've got to win. And Denver's got to lose to the Chargers, and the Patriots got to lose to Miami. But if they win against the Titans this weekend, or the Texans lose against the Colts, then they clinch the AFC South.
It's all really confusing.
So yeah, there's a lot of scenarios coming into this weekend.
Is why we invented,
it's a fun weekend.
This
though,
is why
man.
we invented computers.
It's a good weekend of games too. I mean, literally, like all day long, you've got some pretty big ones.
Well, two of them are on Saturday. Like the Saturday is their Seahawks game, I think. Who is it?
So the two big ones are both on Saturday.
Yeah.
Panthers, Bucks, Seahawks, 49ers. But I mean, again, you're looking at all these games. The only games on Sunday that have absolutely no stakes are Browns, Bengals, Cowboy. There's a great picture going out. Have you seen it?
No.
It's AI generated, and it's of the kid like opening a Christmas present, and it's Bengals Browns tickets, and his family's all flipping him off and laughing. He's crying, holding a Browns Bengals
One of my
ticket.
good friends is a Bengals fan.
Mine too.
I heard that game's getting flexed to Comedy Central at 9 a.m.
It very well could be. The Colts, Texans, that's got Jets, Bills.
Are the Bills locked in?
They're locked in as a playoff team.
Yeah, but to
I don't think they can
plays?
get the 1 seed. They're going to be on the road to start the playoffs.
No, they have there's things they can. If the Bills and Chargers lose, it changes the Ravens. There's a lot with them.
Yeah, Chiefs, Raiders means nothing, but other than that, it's like all big time games. I guess Commanders, Eagles doesn't really either. And then you cap it off with Ravens, Steelers on Sunday Night Football.
Bills are 5, 6, or 7 seed. I was actually looking the Ravens played the Steelers earlier this season. The Steelers won. You know who had a huge game for the Steelers?
Kenny Gainwell?
DK Metcalf.
And he's hurt.
No, he's suspended because he punched a fan.
Oh, that's right.
How weird is that?
That's crazy, dude. First off, these 2 weeks around the holidays, it's all a blur, right? And so they're talking about him not playing in the game the other night. And in my head, I'm thinking, wow, when did he get hurt? I don't really remember that. And I forgot he punched a fan in the face. It wasn't a punch, it was a shove.
It was whatever. But and he ran over to the stands and shoved a fan.
Buddy, that fan is milking it too. He held a press conference in his Lions gear. That was
Anyway, so I mean that might be the best defense anyone played on DK Metcalf all season. He's kept him out of 2 games now. And literally the game that's going to decide your season if you go to the playoffs or not, he can't play because of that.
Brutal. I'd be so pissed if I was a Steelers fan. All right, next one.
Number 3.
All right, NBA news, injuries, stuff. We talked about also Grizzlies tonight against the Sixers here, FedEx Forum, 7 o'clock on Peacock and on Grand City Media. Get your tickets. There's still tickets available on Ticketmaster. Other news around the NBA last night. I guess the big news last night was the Nikola Jokic injury. Do you see that? We don't know exactly what the injury severity is.
Yeah, and we were just talking about it, like, because we were talking about the Grizzlies injuries earlier.
Looks like he's out a month.
Yeah, we were talking about the Grizzlies injuries earlier. Let's see. Miss at least 4 weeks. He was able to get up and walk off last night, and so you thought.
But he was in pain. Like he was rolling.
He was clearly in pain, yeah. That's a huge loss for them. I mean, just huge. They're sitting pretty, let's see. So Denver right now is they're in third. Just one game up on the Rockets and the LA Lakers.
Yeah.
And one and a half up on the Timberwolves. So you have a month without Jokic, and the Rockets, Lakers, and Timberwolves all behind you for those top six, to round out that top six.
And also, like, Jokic, to me, is the most valuable player in the NBA because if he is out, like, it's different than if, like, Jason Tatum's out for Boston because you have someone else who can step up and carry the team. If Shea's out, Thunder have other guys. I don't know who carries that Nuggets team. Jamal Murray's healthy right now, but I don't know if he can carry them for a month.
They're missing Aaron Gordon. I believe they're missing Cam Johnson
for a couple weeks.
Yeah. So they've got injuries that they're dealing with, and man,
this would be a great time to play the Nuggets. When do we play?
Oh, please! I want to say that JB looked this up, and we don't fit in the window.
We're not lucky enough.
So he's going to be out for a month, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, we get him January 25th.
Nice.
We get him January 25th. That's a 2:30 home game.
Ooh. Maybe they have a little Memphis flu.
How far away is that?
January what?
January 25th. So
that's a month from now. That's less than a month.
It's less than a month. Yeah, we should get them without Jokic. That's huge. That's Kids Day too, I believe. But again, like, just talking about that, like, you go to ESPN.com and the homepage, and like the top 4 NBA headlines, just all injury stuff. So it's not unique to the Grizzlies. It's happening more with the Grizzlies than anybody else.
We got who else is hurt? Hartenstein hurt again with a calf injury. Another calf injury. Bridges got hurt for the Hornets last night. Kobe White, Josh Giddey got hurt on the Bulls. So there's a lot of guys going down. I think it's also like the time of the year where you've been playing for 3 months in a row and little nagging things. You try to play through them. Maybe now they're like, all right, give it a week, give it some time to heal up.
Also, did y'all talk about the Trae Young report yesterday?
No, I mean, just kind of in passing, because it was sort of came out after that yesterday afternoon that the Hawks. I think it was Tim McMahon who said that they're looking for an off-ramp.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. All signs point to Atlanta moving on from Trae Young ahead of the February 5th trade deadline, with the team, quote, indicating that they're looking for the exit ramp for the Hawks point guard, per Tim McMahon. Yeah, that's
okay.
Because they're not doing.
Where's that ramp taking you?
I don't know, man.
I mean, Jalen Johnson, Trae Young was hurt earlier this season. He came back, and I think they've lost 6 straight since he came back.
10th right now.
Yeah.
They're 10th right now in the East at 15.
Jalen Johnson's been awesome for the Hawks. They've got kind of a fun thing going there, and Trae Young doesn't really fit into it. Because he's so ball dominant.
I'm trying to see just where's
terrible defender.
Where's even a potential destination.
It's going to be like, it's got to be like the Kings or some team like that. That kind of. Like, who needs a point guard? The Pelicans? Kings?
Kings does jump off the page. That one makes a ton of sense, especially like if you're going to move them, you probably want to move them to a Western Conference team.
I always thought, you know what? I always thought the team that would fit him before, like, last season, I thought if you send him to the Timberwolves for Towns, like, that would be a good swap. Because the T-Wolves are trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
Towns didn't really fit there. You put Trae Young alongside Ant and Gobert, because Gobert can kind of cover up for you defensively. And then the Knicks moved for Towns, so that took that off the table. So I don't know where Trae Young goes. Brooklyn? Get some young guys?
I'm with you. If I had to choose right now, I'd probably say Kings. That one makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Number 4.
So there's bowl games today.
There are bowl games.
Which we didn't talk about, but there are a lot of bowl games.
Because no one cares anymore.
All day long. Unless it's the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Unless it's the Pop-Tart ball.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. There's a lot of that. That was kind of awesome. The whole Pop-Tart thing. Unless you're like you're looking at me like you didn't like it.
No, I love it.
Right.
I love the like it's become like oddly sexual in its nature.
I wouldn't say that.
The Pop-Tart ball. I mean, the way that the Pop-Tart like strips down from the wrapping. It's become.
I mean, it's only,
become a little erotic.
It's only sexual.
It's
only sexual if you're attracted to the Pop-Tart.
I'm just saying, like the
To me,
whole
it's
presentation, it feels like a
Is
little.
it sexual when I unwrap a Ricola?
I'm just saying, dude. I watch how the Pop-Tart takes off that wrapping. It's kind of wild. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the whole Pop-Tart thing has become a big thing. There's games that Tennessee plays today, but Coastal Carolina plays Louisiana Tech at 1:00. So you got a game coming up soon. Lincoln Riley and USC are playing TCU tonight. And at the press conference yesterday for the bowl game they're in, I don't even know what bowl it is. They're in the Alamo Bowl. At the press conference yesterday, someone asked about playing Notre Dame because USC and Notre Dame have played every year since
the 40s,
1926.
Oh, 20s. Okay.
They missed 3 seasons in the 40s because of this thing called World War II. And then they missed a season in 2020 because of COVID. So they've since 1926 they played every year except for 4 years. But they're not playing next year. And they got asked about this at the press conference. And Lincoln Riley, he got kind of spicy with this. He said, "The fact is very, very clear. This could all be settled very quickly. Had Notre Dame lived up to their word and played us anytime, anywhere, we would be playing them the next 2 years and looking ahead after that and hopefully continuing the series. They did not follow through on it. Thus, we are not playing them the next couple of years. We're hopeful something can be worked out in the future. That would be fantastic. We at SC would love for the game to continue. We have no problem following through on our promises in the future." Sounds like he's like really throwing Notre Dame under the bus there, right?
Yeah. It does feel like more like a Notre Dame issue than a USC issue.
Well, it's also because like Notre Dame just backed out of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Right.
And so you have, it feels like Notre
Dame.
Dame.
It's a good opportunity to.
Yeah. Just jab them a little more. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, who knows what the real is there, but it does feel like if you had to pick one of those two schools to have backed out of it, you would probably think it was Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
Do you know what they call this game between these two teams? You know, there's like the Little Brown Jug and the Red River Rivalry and all these college
Battle of the Bones. Yeah.
There was a statement that the two schools issued last week together where they said, "We recognize how special the rivalry is. We are working towards bringing back the battle for the jeweled shillelagh."
That's USC Notre Dame?
Yes.
I've never heard that once in my life.
I haven't either. What's a shillelagh?
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. That's what it's called. The battle. Let me see. The battle for the jeweled.
I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah. It came up right away. The battle for the jeweled shillelagh. A jeweled shillelagh is passed between the annual winner of the USC Notre Dame game. The shillelagh is a trophy. I think the shillelagh is that thing that the leprechaun holds. It looks like a cane, like a kind of a round cane. I think that's what the shillelagh is.
Okay.
Anyway.
I've never heard that of all the years of watching that game.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of bowl games on today that nobody really cares about.
I think Tennessee fans will watch, won't they?
They will. We'll talk about that in the next segment. Yeah, we'll give them a little love.
Number 5.
A shillelagh is a traditional Irish wooden club or walking stick.
Okay.
Just FYI. All right. Hey, what'd you do yesterday since you didn't have to work?
Yes, I went. Me and the wife went and saw an afternoon movie and had dinner, and we went and saw the new Craig Brewer movie, Song Blue, and man, it was great.
Really?
It was way better than I. Okay, let me just.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay, so
Kate Hudson.
Here's the thing: and obviously we all love Craig. Like he's like the great director from Memphis and a great Memphian. I mean, his office is here,
awesome guy,
still in
over
town.
Crosstown.
Yeah. And so, but the premise of the movie is. It's not about Neil Diamond. It's about a Neil Diamond. This is based on a true story.
Yeah.
It's about a Neil Diamond cover band called Lightning and Thunder. They're a Milwaukee husband and wife Neil Diamond tribute act. And it's about their kind of rise to fame as this Milwaukee Neil Diamond cover group.
Okay. Seems pretty niche.
And it's about It very much does. Like when you just hear that, as the description of the movie, you're like, okay, like I'll check it out. Like that's interesting, I guess. But it doesn't really just like grab you, dude. It just works. Like it is.
Is it a musical?
No. Well, I mean, they play. Obviously, it's a cover band doing Neil Diamond
so
songs.
all
So
the
there's a lot of
songs-
Neil Diamond music. Yeah. And I believe Jackman and Kate Hudson both sing the
I know
songs.
she's an incredible singer, and he's done Broadway, so he must.
It's their voices.
Yeah.
They're singing the songs.
When they play Sweet
obviously-
Caroline, did the theater go crazy?
Yeah, and you know all the songs
Yeah.
and everything like that, but it's just like a story about like this family, and they're kind of down on their luck, and they have this like just this great moment, and then something happens and tragedy strikes, and it's just about like their ups and downs together, and it's just one of those like, it's sad at times. Like I look over, my wife's like in tears, but like that's the good stuff about going to the movies. Like it's one of those movies that'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry. Like there's music that you'll get into during the movie. I think it might be Craig's best movie.
Really?
And I know like we cherish Hustle and Flow. Like and it's an amazing movie, but I think this might be his best movie. I really do. It was really good. It wasn't what I expected. Both of them are great. Like Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, like their chemistry is awesome the whole time. She's nominated for the Golden Globe for Best Actress. I think she'll get an Oscar nomination.
Wow.
She's just awesome in this movie.
What coming out of that movie? What is now your favorite Neil Diamond song?
Oh, I mean, Holly Holy's. That's always been one of my favorite. Oh, that's a jam right there. That's one more of his like. That one's a little more like. It's not as poppy and uplifting. It's that Forever in Blue Jeans. That's a great song. Have
you ever heard Fish tell a story about when he met Neil Diamond?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's told it on like the Odds Couple before. He was at he was in St. Louis or somewhere, and Neil Diamond was doing a concert.
Yeah.
And he was in the hotel bar that night, and Neil Diamond walks in, and this table full of women just goes crazy. And Neil Diamond looked at him and goes, "Hello, ladies." And he kept on going.
That's awesome. No, it's just like I said, the movie just works. Like again, when I first heard the premise, I was like, okay, interesting, but it's
not the first movie about a Neil Diamond tribute band.
And is that true?
Saving Silverman. Remember that movie with Jason Biggs?
Oh my God.
And they're a Neil and Jack Black, and they're a Neil Diamond tribute band.
How about that?
Anyway.
But it was really good. We went and saw it at the Ridgeway 4. There was a bunch of people there for I know a lot of people are off this week, but it's like it's 3:00 in the afternoon.
It's a good holiday movie, family movie.
That's the thing about it. The biggest takeaway was like, if you're gonna go see a movie with the family, this week, this is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one to go see. It's like I think everybody will dig it. It's not like, again, there's moments that are sad and it'll make you cry, but it's like, it's just they don't make movies like this anymore, man.
Wow.
They don't make movies like this anymore.
Okay.
It's just one of those. It's just like one of those, popcorn grabber. Like it's the good stuff. It's the good stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, Craig did a great job on this, and everybody needs to go check it out. Support a local Memphian who's giving back to the
Songs
community.
on the Blue.
Yep.
All right. Let's take another break. We get back here. We'll get you out of here with the carry out. You're watching the Gary Parrish Show on Grind City Media.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at grizzlies.com/Saturday.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Defend your home court from pests with Terminex. Before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up, Terminex it with our pest-free 365-plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminex.com today and enter code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Again, that code is SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Gary Parrish Show on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker, Benadryl, Kyra Black, we're all with you. And it's time to get you out of here. Let's get to the carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
I think we missed. Well, I think we got. Well,
we got most of it. Feels like
we got in a lot of it. I guess this sources confirm. I'm trying to see who broke this news. I guess it was Jeremy Fowler. It looks like Phillip Rivers is getting benched this weekend.
He didn't win a game.
Yeah, Riley Leonard is going to be the starting quarterback. And we just want to pour one out for Phillip Rivers because that was awesome.
Pour out some Metamucil.
And it got better. Like the first game, it was like, oh man, yeah, but
not a lot better. I mean, he never won a game as a starting quarterback.
Yeah,
for
but
the
he
Colts.
was slinging that thing. He was out there slinging that thing. How old is Phillip Rivers?
44. I'm all for Phillip Rivers. Look, as I talked about this with Michael Eaves yesterday. As a fellow old person,
yes,
I want to see Phillip Rivers do great things. I know how hard. The older you get, the harder it is just to live life.
Yeah,
you can't get out of bed. You can't. I strained my shoulder the other day cooking dinner. Like, just dumb things hurt you. So to see a dude that age go out there and play in the NFL is awesome. When they went out and signed Phillip Rivers, how do you think Riley Leonard felt?
Well, he got hurt too.
That's right.
Yeah, the game that Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, Riley Leonard got hurt too, and so that's why they had to go get Phillip Rivers.
Well, Leonard's back apparently,
and it makes sense. Like you're done. Like when they brought in Rivers, they still had a chance to make the playoffs. So right, you want to.
What's wrong with Anthony Richardson?
He got hurt again. He was hurt to start the season.
Yeah.
He got hurt again, and it was some weird injury. Like he got like a laceration to his eye or something like. It was. I want to say he was working out with one of those bands, and it smacked him in the eye.
It says Colts taking wait-and-see approach before activating him off IR before the finale. So I guess there would be a chance. He's still experiencing vision limitations, recovering from surgery to repair the fractured orbital bone suffered earlier this season.
And I'm pretty sure that happened because he was working out.
He didn't break his eye because of that.
Look it up. Yeah.
The freak injury as a result of a pregame medical band snapping during the warm-ups.
And smacked him in the eye. That sucks.
And breaking your eye. That's crazy.
That is absolutely brutal. You're trying to come back from injury and then that happens. But it makes sense that they would start the rookie because they're not going to have Daniel Jones next season. You got to figure out what you're going to do.
You're not going to have Phillip Rivers next season.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going to happen with
Richardson.
Richardson.
He tries to play next year?
No. No. I think he did this, man. Like, he talked about it.
He's buddies with the offensive coordinator.
He's buddies with the offensive coordinator. They are with the head coach.
Maybe, yeah.
And they he talked about how his youngest kids never got to see him play football. And so, he goes and does it for him so they get to see him throw a touchdown pass. So, shout out to Phillip Rivers. Going to have to wait a little bit longer on that Hall of Fame, though.
Yeah. What's today's biggest game?
All right, let's go to the Music City Bowl. You want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, God, I just spilled coffee everywhere.
Don't worry, it just went on your laptop.
Yeah, go ahead, please talk.
Music City Bowl is happening today at, what time is this game? 4:30 p.m. You get the Tennessee Volunteers against the Illinois Fighting Illini. I don't know who's playing, who's out, who's in for these games because it's bowl games and guys are opting in and out. So see what it is. The line is Tennessee -3. I don't know. I'll watch. You gonna watch?
Yeah, sorry. I was just cleaning up a small spill right there. Yeah, I watched the Music City Bowl. 2 8-4 teams, like you said. Tennessee Vols are -3.5. It's gonna be a heavy Vols crowd.
Over under this game
is
is 61.5. So that's a lot of. We have a rule in the odds couple. If you don't know what to do, bet the over and just root for points.
Give me the Illini to cover.
You think?
Yeah, give me the Illini to cover.
I'll take the over 61.5.
Okay,
just fun. Makes it more fun to root for points.
Sounds good.
We'll see if the sounds work.
Watching on TV.
Yeah, they do work. All right.
Barely.
So I've been watching a lot of something on TV. So, hey, I have a cousin.
Everyone downstairs hates me.
I have a cousin
Everyone that works
who
downstairs
makes pottery.
Hates me.
And so she made me a
What
coffee
are we
mug.
watching on TV?
No, that was a Phantom. That was a Phantom button.
She made me a
push.
coffee mug, and I was so excited to get it. This is
Good.
10 years
Could you
ago.
give it to me? I just broke mine.
No, I held it up like this to take a drink.
Yeah.
It fell off the handle and poured all into my laptop.
Yeah. It's always
sort
fun.
of what you just did. What do we watch on TV? I've been watching this a lot for the last month. Stranger Things. My son is now 13 years old, but he had never watched Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
And so my wife and I started about a month ago with episode 1.
Okay.
Season 1.
You had watched it before.
I had watched it before.
Gotcha.
But that was 8 years ago?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when
It was
started?
a
long time ago.
Yeah, they were kids then. They're adults now.
I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, I forgot how good it was. The first couple seasons are great. They're really fun. You're more of a horror guy. It's not really horror. The horror part.
It's got elements, yeah.
But it doesn't really have jump scares and that kind of stuff.
Right.
There's a few, but not a lot. But I forgot how good those first few seasons were. There's lots of homages to different 80s things and all that. So we finally got to season 5 about a week ago. And we caught up to where we are now, which is tomorrow the finale debuts on Netflix or in theaters.
This is season
5
that we're in right now. Yeah, that's
this
right.
is the end of season 5. It's the end of the series.
Yes. So
you have some thoughts.
I do. I agree with you. When it first came out, I don't remember what year it was exactly. Me and my wife watched it the weekend it debuted. We didn't really know a lot about it. We just kind of jumped in. We were scrolling through Netflix, saw, we're like, this looks kind of interesting, and loved it. Watched the whole season in 2 days of season 1. That's a great season of television. That's season 1. I thought season 2 was and then it got really good. I thought the last season before this one, before they took the long hiatus, was really great. And I thought they had maybe should have ended it on that note.
Maybe.
I am not loving this new season.
It's not great.
I'm not loving it.
But here's the thing. Is it the best season of all 5? No. Is it the worst? I don't think so.
I don't want to sound like an elitist.
You are.
I know. See, that was my fear when we started talking about this. Somebody tweeted this and it went viral, and it perfectly encapsulates how I feel about this show right now. Let me find it real quick. The one thing too, Lang, is they waited so long, this long hiatus. The kids are so much older, and it's just hard to get around.
But that part doesn't bother me because it's not supposed to be year for year. It's not supposed to be 4 years since the show started. They're all, they don't even mention what grade they're in
school or anything. That's true.
Yeah, they might be in college at this point.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This viral tweet that was this person put this out a couple days ago, and I feel the exact same way. She said, I've been a Stranger Things fan since season 1, and in my opinion, this show grew too big for what it was intended to be. A small-town indie sci-fi show about a struggling family and a bunch of outcasts. It never needed a 20-person ensemble cast and a $40 million Marvel budget. And I think that last sentence is spot on, man. They've tried to make it so epic, and so every scene is just action, fight scene, crazy, monster looking stuff,
special effects.
Yeah, and they've completely gone away from just the kids being silly and
riding on their bikes.
Yeah, that, you don't see that stuff anymore. And I get it, it's grown and everything, but I just think that they did lose their way just a little bit.
We were talking about how your Twitter For You feed picks up algorithms and stuff. Somehow mine has all become just people bitching about season 5 of Stranger Things and complaining about this and that. The guys are old. Will's gay. We don't want to see this. All these other things.
That's stupid. But
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think the show's as bad as the hive mind has made it out to be. It's fine. It's a good show. It's good. It's been entertaining. It's fine. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's good. My one complaint is about the size of the show, like that tweet you just read. Not even really the scale of it. They've added so many characters through the years, and I get it. It's the end of the thing. They want to bring it all together. But they had a meeting in the radio station and there was 25 people sitting in there, and I'm like, bro.
That's the thing. They're trying to make everybody a main character. All the side characters are main characters now, and it's
I kind of wish they'd killed off some of them.
They should have killed people.
Right?
They should have killed people.
Somehow they've all survived this. I mean, and not even to get to the reality of having all these people survive all this crazy stuff, and they all still live in this dumb town where all this stuff happens.
I do as a radio guy, I do love the radio station aspect. That's been a fun part of this season.
So apparently that's a real radio station. You can listen to it on your devices if you say listen to The Squawk.
That's cool.
And they have shows hosted by Robin and Steve Harrington and the other characters.
That's kind of cool.
And it's all 80s music. It's the music they would play. So I actually want to try and find that.
I want to try to find that too. So I do think that part's cool. Listen, I know I was just super critical. I say all that to say I'm locked in. I'm locked in tomorrow night. I will be watching the finale. We've spent all this time with this show. I want to see how it ends, but I don't know. This season's been. I came in wanting to love it, and I'm just it's okay. I just wish it would. I wish that they would, dive into the characters a little bit more, and everything doesn't have to be the most epic scene of all time.
I got my son a Hellfire Club shirt for Christmas.
Those are sick. They still have those. They have those at Target. Those are awesome. Yeah. R.I.P. Was it Eddie? R.I.P. Eddie.
You know what else is good? They have at Target Demogorgon Crunch cereal.
Kellogg's. My kid wanted some of that.
It's great.
It's
elite.
Good?
It's really good.
It looked like a problem. It looked
great.
like a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll buy a box. All right, good stuff. So that's tomorrow night. What time does it drop?
I don't know.
I think it's
5 or 6.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch it tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure before it gets too late.
What's the best thing we've read?
Okay, so I subscribe to a newsletter. I get it every Sunday. It's called the Sunday Long Read. Don Van Natta from ESPN is one of the guys behind it. And it's sort of just a weekly email that lists all the best stories from around the internet for the week. And it's long form journalism. So it's a lot of long stories, 2,000 words, 3,000 words from different sources, things you might have missed. On Sunday, they sent out their best stories of 2025, and it's great because it's all these really long stories, investigations, stories you never heard of, things you couldn't think of. There's a website, sundaylongread.com. You can go there and find it. But there's tons to get to. I've bookmarked about 6 stories I want to read over the next week or two to get to. So that's my best thing I've read.
Okay, good stuff.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
We got another spectacular tomorrow.
That's right. This is the last GP show of 2025. We will be back. GP will be back next week. So GP already did his big thank you send off before he went on vacation. But again, just want to
say thank you to.
Just all the listeners.
Oh, okay.
Viewers, listeners, all our friends out there.
Well, of course, we
want to thank y'all. Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
We send out our best.
It's been a fun year. Hopefully, fortunes change for the Grizzlies as the calendar turns. Hopefully, we get a win tonight on national TV. And
that'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be good to string a couple in a row, maybe.
Hopefully, we don't get a friggin' 50-point game from Tyrese Maxey or something like that.
That would suck. Yeah, I don't like
I
that.
want us to have a night.
Oh, and make sure you get here early to get one of these bad boys. I want to make sure.
Yeah, first 3,000 fans get a cool lunchbox.
Yeah. You got the Black Panther on one side. You got Call 12 on the other side. These are sick, actually. They got like the old school how much the comic book costs. It's pretty neat. So first 3,000 get one of these tonight.
Jaws is like the Batman on there, right?
Yes, that would be the bat signal. I mean, I would assume there's copyright issues and things of that
Not
nature.
quite the bat signal.
But yeah, no, these are sick. So get one tonight.
All right. Well, so hopefully you're at the game tonight. If you are, say hi to me or Bennett. We'll be there. Tune in to the warm-up show, 6 o'clock on Grind City Media with me, John Roser, Pete Paranica, Jessica Benson. The DP afterwards, the double post.
We will be DPing
with Bennett
tonight. Yep.
And Roser and Jessica. And then tomorrow we have a spectacular show for you on Grind City Media, getting you ready for
9
New Year's
a.m.
Eve.
start time.
9 a.m. tomorrow on Grind City Media. And then the next day I get to drive to New Orleans and go to the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. You said you got your kids' Sugar Bowl tickets.
Yeah, we're going to
That'll
Sugar
be
Bowl.
fun, man.
We get to see Georgia Ole Miss.
All right, good
get
stuff.
Them dogs as hell. All right, we'll get out of here. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. So for Kyra, for Bennett, I'm Lang. Appreciate you, and see you soon. Happy New Year.